Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn about Asia, its climate, natural vegetation, and wildlife. The topics which we are going to cover today in brief are factors affecting the climate of Asia, climatic conditions over Asia during monsoons, climatic zones, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Asia is a land of contrasts. Owing to its immense size and diverse nature, there are a lot of factors which are responsible for climatic diversity. Let's see the factors affecting the climate of Asia. In the latitude, we are going to see how it affects the climate. Asia's vast latitudinal extent around 10 degrees south to 77 degrees north ensures that it covers all the heat zones of the earth. It has places located near equator that are hot and wet throughout the year, while it has places located near the Arctic Circle that remain frozen for most of the year. The next thing in the point is distance from the sea. East to west, Asia stretches across almost half the globe. Therefore, there are places in Central Asia that are located almost 3,000 kilometers away from the sea. These places have a dry continental climate with very cold winters, hot summers, and very low rainfall. For example, Omsk in central Russia has an extreme temperature range of 85 degrees Celsius, that is 40 degrees Celsius in summer to minus 45 degrees Celsius in winter, and an annual precipitation of barely 40 centimeters. On the other hand, coastal places that lie on the same latitude have moist, equable climates. The island of Sakhalin along the same latitude has relatively moderate temperatures, range of 39 degrees Celsius, which is 21 degrees Celsius in summer to minus 18 degrees Celsius in winter, and an annual rainfall of over 100 centimeters. Altitude and direction of mountain ranges. The direction, altitude, and extent of mountain ranges greatly influence the climate of a region. For example, the Himalayas stretch from west to east and lie directly in the path of the monsoon winds. As they blow northwards, India, being on the windward side, gets good rainfall, while Tibet on the leeward side remains dry. The Himalayas also shelter India from cold Arctic winds that blow southwards. In eastern China, where there is no major mountain range stretching from west to east, winters are much colder. For example, the Ganshu Canton, which is closer to equator than Delhi, receives snowfall once in a while. However, while Delhi can become bitterly cold in winter, but it never snows there. Winds. The monsoon winds blow over parts of South and Southeast Asia from July to October, bringing rain to most parts of the region. Cold winds blow southwards from Arctic, making winters bitterly cold in Central Asia. Next factor would be ocean currents. Ocean currents also influence the climate of the regions they flow past. However, as the western part of Asia is bound by the land, it is only in Northeast Asia that ocean currents play a part in altering the climate. For example, the cold Oyasu current makes the winters of Kamchatka and North Japan very cold. On the other hand, the warm Kursho current has a moderating effect on South Japan during winter. The next subheading of the presentation is climatic conditions over Asia during the monsoons. In summer, as the sun shines directly above the Tropic of Cancer, the interior parts of Asia become extremely hot and a belt of intense low pressure develops over them. Moist winds from the sea, which being cooler are centers of high pressure, get sucked into this center of low pressure. As these winds blow from southwest, they are called the southwest monsoon winds. As the monsoon is vital for the well-being of people, this region is also known as Monsoon Asia. Upon approaching the Indian landmass, the moisture-laden monsoon winds first encounter the Western Ghats. Forced to rise, they cool, condense, and results in rainfall. The windward side receives heavy rainfall while the leeward side remains dry. As a result of the monsoon winds move further north, they encounter the Himalayas and thus forced to rise once again. Condensation occurs, bringing rains to East and North India. These monsoon rains are mainly orographic in nature. Orographic rainfall is caused when the path of the monsoon winds is obstructed by mountains, forcing the winds to rise. As they rise, they cool down and condense. Clouds form, and when they reach saturation point, heavy rainfall occurs. As this rainfall is caused by relief of the land, it is also known as the relief rainfall. If it were not the orographic lifting, India would not have received rain from the monsoon winds. This can be seen in the creation of Thar Desert in Rajasthan. In October, the conditions are reversed. The sun now shines over Tropic of Capricorn and it is winter in northern hemisphere. Central Asia becomes very cold and high pressure prevails over it. Cold, dry land winds blow out from here towards surrounding seas. As they cross the seas, they gather moisture and bring rain to the coastal regions such as coastal Tamil Nadu that lie in their path. These winds are known as northeast monsoons or the retreating monsoons. Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Japan, Vietnam, and Sri Lanka also receive rain during this season from same source. The area stretching from Mediterranean coast of Western Asia eastwards up to the Punjab plains receives winter rain from cyclonic depressions that originate over Mediterranean Sea. Next subheading is climatic zones, natural vegetation and wildlife. A vast continent like Asia has variety of climatic zones. Let us discuss the major ones. The equatorial or rainforest type. Areas covered are Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia and Singapore. Climate. This region has a hot and wet climate. The temperature remains high throughout the year, an average of around 30 degrees Celsius. Seasonal changes are hardly experienced. Rapid evaporation occurs during the day, resulting in the formation of towering cumulonimbus clouds. Convectional rainfall occurs almost daily at around 4 p.m. Natural vegetation. The hot and wet climate supports the growth of tropical evergreen rainforests. The trees are mostly broad-leaved hardwoods. As these trees do not shed all their leaves at the same time, they appear green all year round. The forests are dense and structured in layers. The trees are often remain entwined with creepers, climbers, and lianas. Examples of trees include mahogany, ebony, rosewood, cinchona, rubber, and palms. Wildlife. Animals found in these regions include different species of monkeys, colorful birds, crocodiles, lizards, frogs, snakes, and variety of insects. Tigers and elephants are also found here. In Borneo and Sumatra, two of the main islands of Indonesia, the proboscis monkey, the sun bear, the orangutan, the clouded leopard, the flying fox bat, The Sumatran tiger, the pygmy elephant, and the Sumatran rhino can be found. Different types of parrots, fowls, eagles, pigeons also live here. Many of these are endemic to Indonesia and Malaysia. After equatorial rainforest, the next type is the tropical monsoon, which is also called humid subtropical type. Areas covered: Northern Malaysia, Sri Lanka, South China, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan experience this kind of climate. Climate: generally, four seasons are experienced in this region: the hot, dry summer season, the rainy or monsoon season, the retreating monsoon season, and the cool, dry winter season. Summer lasts from March to mid June. Temperatures over North India and Pakistan can go beyond 45 degrees Celsius. Hot, dry winds called the Lu blow out from the Thar Desert. There is little or no rainfall in this season. By early June, the monsoon winds set in. They bring rain in most parts of Indian subcontinent between mid-June and September. The retreating monsoon winds bring rain to coastal Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, and parts of Southeast Asia during months of October and November. Winter lasts from December to February. Temperatures can fall to below 1 degree Celsius in Indo-Gangetic plains and China. It snows in the hill and mountain regions of the north and northeastern India and China. The coastal areas, however, do not experience too many seasonal variations in temperature. Natural vegetation. Countries such as India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, northern Sri Lanka, and Myanmar, which lie near the Tropic of Cancer, have tropical broadleaf deciduous forests. The trees lose their leaves during hot, dry summer months, giving the forest a bare look. Trees found here include teak, sal, rosewood, sandalwood, and banyan. In places where rainfall is scarce, only cacti, shrubs, and thorny bushes are grown. Wildlife. Animals such as elephant, leopard, the tiger, rhinoceros, the snake, the Asiatic lion, and the monkey can be found in these regions. Birds like peacock, great Indian bustard, common kingfisher, the quail, Malabar whistling thrush are native to this region. Several migratory birds like Siberian crane and greater flamingo also visit the wetlands of South Asia. Warm temperate eastern margin type. Areas covered. The temperate regions of central and northern China, southern Japan, and parts of Korea experience this type of climate. Climate. This region has warm, moist summers and cool, dry winters. The climate is greatly moderated by ocean's influence. Rainfall occurs in summer when moisture-laden winds blow in from the seas. This region also falls partially under the influence of monsoons. Snowfalls occur during the winter months. This region is prone to highly destructive tropical cyclones called typhoons that originate over Pacific Ocean and move towards the coast of China. Natural vegetation. Both evergreen and broadleaf deciduous trees like oak, camellia, camphor, bamboo, and mulberry are found in the forest in these regions. Laurel, beech, and tung are important trees of the South China. Tung oil is obtained by drying and pressing the seeds of the nuts of the tung trees. The Chinese have known for many uses of tung oil for long. It is mentioned in the writing of Confucius and Marco Polo. Wildlife. Diverse species of birds such as parrot, pheasant, and peacock, animals like fox, the giant panda, the antelope, the monkey, and the wolf can be spotted in these regions. The next type is the cool, temperate, eastern margin type called Manchurian. Areas covered: Eastern Korea, Eastern Russia, Northeastern China, and North Central Japan experience this type of climate. Climate. This climate type has warm, wet summers and cold, dry winters. Heavy rainfalls occur consistently during the warm and wet summer months. Cold, freezing winds blow from Arctic and Central Asia towards these regions during the harsh, long winter months. Though the temperature as low as minus 33 degrees have been recorded, the average daily temperature during winter is about minus 4 degrees Celsius. Natural vegetation. Both coniferous and temperate deciduous forests grow in this region. The climatic conditions in the southern parts of the region encourage the growth of trees such as oak, maple, and birch. Coniferous forests are found in northern parts of this region. Wildlife. The bird species found here are the brown-eared pheasants. Animals are Asiatic wild ass, snow leopard, Mongolian gazelle. For herding purpose, they use Przewalski's gazelle and Bactrian camels. Desert type. Areas covered. This climatic type is found in tropical regions of southwestern Asia, the hot deserts of Arabia, Iran, and Thar. It also found in interior regions of temperate Central Asia like the cold Gobi Desert, which are located thousands of miles away from the sea. Climate. This region is characterized by extreme aridity and extreme temperatures. In hot desert, summers are severely hot and temperatures often rising to 50 degrees Celsius, while winters are very cold with temperatures dipping to 1 degree Celsius. The diurnal range of temperature is also very high. Maximum heating takes place during the day. As the skies are clear and cloudless, rapid terrestrial radiation takes place at night, leading to sharp drop in night temperature. The cold deserts have an even greater range of temperature. Temperatures fall well below the freezing point in winter. Snowfall is common. Natural vegetation. The arid climate limits the growth of trees. Date palm, euphorbia, acacia trees grow in the places in hot deserts where a little water is available, like near an oasis. Drought-resistant vegetation like shrubs, coarse grasses, weeds, bulbs, cacti, and thorny bushes grow in some places. Wildlife. Wildlife found in the tropical deserts include the black buck, the horse, the mule, the chinkara, the great Indian gazelle, the partridge, and the quail. Migratory birds such as duck, goose, and the sandgrouse can also be spotted at times. In the cold deserts, scorpions, yaks, gazelles, mules, donkeys, rodents, lizards, and eagles are common. Mediterranean type. Areas covered. Places that lie along the Mediterranean coast, namely Syria, Israel, Lebanon, and Turkey, experience this type of climate. Climate. This region experiences warm, dry summers and cool, wet winters. Temperate cyclones brought in from Mediterranean Sea by southwesterly winds cause moderate rainfall during the winter season. Natural vegetation. The natural vegetation of this region includes trees like olive, laurel, walnut, chestnut, oak, and fig. They are characterized by their long roots and thick barks, which help them survive the drought-like conditions prevailing during the summer months. Wildlife. Since most of the land has been cleared for human settlement and agriculture, wildlife is scarce in this region. Some of the animals, such as the Mediterranean monk, seal, and the north bald ibis, are critically endangered. Other animals found here include the white-headed duck, the red-breasted goose, the saker falcon, the logger-headed sea turtle, the wild goat, and the Dalmatian pelican. Cool temperate continental steppe type. Areas covered. The cool temperate continental or steppe type of climate is experienced in a wide area extending from southwestern Siberia through Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan up to the Tian Shan ranges. It is also found in parts of Iran, Turkey, Armenia, and in eastern Mongolia. Climate. Prevailing in areas that are in the interior of continent far from moderating influence of the sea. This climate type is characterized by extreme temperatures. Summer are hot, dry, while winters are severely cold and dry. For example, in Bernal in southern Siberia, the temperature rises as high as 24 degrees Celsius in July and falls as low as minus 19 degrees Celsius in January. Precipitation is scanty and occurs in form of rainfall during the summer and snowfall during the winter. Natural vegetation. As a result of extreme temperatures and scanty rainfall, hardly any trees grows in the steppes. Instead, the main form of vegetation consists of short and wiry grasses. Wildlife. The wildlife of this region includes leopards, antelopes, horses, wolves, and Bactrian camels. The next type is the cold temperate continental taiga type. Areas covered. This climate is found in broad belt stretching to across Siberia and northern lowlands. It lies north of steppes and south of tundra region. Climate. The summers are short and cool and the winters are long and bitterly cold. Temperatures in winter can fall as low as minus 30 degrees Celsius. The annual range of temperature is very high. Rainfall occurs infrequently during summer months. During the winter, precipitation occurs in the form of snowfall. The rivers of Siberia remain frozen for more than 3 months of the year. Natural vegetation. Coniferous forests cover large parts of this region. Spruce, larch, cedar, and different kinds of pine and fir are found in these forests. These forests are major source of softwood used for making timber, wood pulp, and rayon. Wildlife. The forms of wildlife spotted in this region include animals with thick fur coats such as Siberian leopard and the Amur leopard, the eastern Siberian brown bear, the mink, and Eurasian lynx, the sable, and fox are also found here. The next type is the Arctic or the tundra type. Areas covered. This climate type is found in regions that border the Arctic Ocean. Climate. The mean annual temperature here is extremely low. The summer months are short and cool with temperatures rising about 10 degrees Celsius. The winters are long and severely cold. The subsoil of these regions remains permanently frozen and is therefore known as the permafrost. The annual precipitation is around 15 to 25 centimeters. Natural vegetation. Only the simplest forms of vegetation such as the lichens, sedges, and mosses survive in these regions owing to the severity and duration of the winter season and the frozen subsoil. During the brief summer months, a few berry-bearing bushes and flowering plants blossom. Wildlife. Some of the animals commonly found in this region are the polar bear, the reindeer, the seal, the walrus, and the fox.